Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Seahawks. It's great. It's great to be here. It's great to be in North Carolina. You've got a great state. You've got a great governor. You've got an economy that is now being called the Carolina comeback. And that economy is based on the principles that you will hear today from Donald Trump. It's based on common sense Republican principles of growth, low taxes, low regulations, put money back in your pockets instead of having the government take it from you. That's what Pat McCrory has done. That's what Donald Trump will do. So I know Pat for a long time. I knew him when he was mayor. He was one of the best mayors in the United States, and now he's the best governor, and he's a good friend, and you're lucky to have him. So in November, when you elect Donald Trump president of the United States, re-elect Pat McCrory. You know, I've campaigned a lot. I ran for president. I campaigned for John McCain, and I've campaigned for George Bush, and I campaigned for Mitt Romney, and I've campaigned for Pat, and I've campaigned for myself, and I have never seen a crowd like this. This is unbelievable. And by the way, there are more of you outside than inside. I'm sorry. I imagine no one called you up about a poll, right? So let's have a poll. How many are for Donald Trump? How many are for Hillary Clinton? No. Here's where we're here today. We're here today to beat her and keep her out of Washington. We're here today because we all want to be part of this movement. We all want to be. This is historic, what's going on. This is a real revolution. It reminds me of the revolution that Ronald Reagan brought about in 1980. It's a peaceful revolution, but it's a revolution nonetheless. We want to kick out of Washington all those insiders who have been controlling the government for their benefit and have been hurting you for years. It's a tight little crowd in Washington. I worked there for President Ford and for President Reagan. It's a tight little crowd in Washington, and they protect each other. Now, and they don't care about you, they care about themselves. They go into government. They go into government. They come out of government. They go into government. They make a lot of money. And they take a lot of your money. And Hillary Clinton wants to take more of your money. Hillary Clinton is the bought and paid for candidate of the Washington establishment. She is part of the Washington rigged system that excludes all these good people in Wilmington, North Carolina, and in places like Wilmington, North Carolina. She doesn't care about you. She cares about the $150,000, $200,000 speeches that she gives to Wall Street. She's thinking about the $1.2 million that UBS gave Bill Clinton when she made a call to the IRS to try to help UBS. In the old days when I was a prosecutor, you went to jail for that. You think... No. But you know what we have now is timing is everything in politics, and timing has always been the most important thing for our country. This is the right time for a man like Donald Trump. This is what we need right now. We need a man who isn't bought and paid for. We need a man who's been enormously successful in business. We've already tried one who wasn't. And look what we have. We got 70% of the American people believing we're going in the wrong direction. Well, you elected somebody who hadn't done anything in his life. He never built a building. He never created a project. He never built a golf course. He never built a tremendous worldwide business. Well, this is what we need right now. We need a man who has done those things. And I can tell you this from reforming New York City. We need somebody to come in with a broom and clean the damn place out. Clean it out. Hillary Clinton. No one owns Donald Trump. He is running because he loves America, because he appreciates what America has made possible for him and his beautiful family, and he wants the same thing for you. He wants to be your voice in Washington because you don't have a voice. Hillary Clinton has been bought and paid for by the lobbyists, the special interests. Donald Trump will stand for you. He'll be your advocate. He'll be your champion. He'll be your voice. He is going to lower taxes on everyone. Now you say, well, why lower taxes on the rich? First of all, his biggest tax reductions are going to be for the middle class. But it's going to be for you. But why do you lower taxes on the rich? You know why? Because if you lower taxes on the rich, they produce jobs for the poor and the middle class. And the poor become the middle class, and the middle class become the rich. That's what America is about. We are not a socialist country. We are not a socialist country. He's going to cut the corporate tax from 35% to 15%. Do you know how much money that's going to bring back to this country? All she wants to do is raise taxes. And as she said a few days ago, in the only truthful statement she's made during this campaign, maybe the only truthful statement she ever made, she said, getting a little carried away in a speech, I'm going to raise taxes on the middle class. You're darn right she's going to raise taxes on the middle class, because you can't raise enough money from the rich to pay for the billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars that she just wants to give to people. We don't want to hand things to people. We want to put out our hand and help them. Today it was revealed Today it was revealed that some of those Hillary Clinton emails contain the name of a man named Amari. Amari was executed by the Iranians several days ago. Remember, Hillary told us there was no top secret information on her emails? Remember she told us that? Well, she lied. And I don't know the connection between that and the death of Mr. Amari, but what I do know is it put a lot more attention on him when they found those emails. It put a lot more attention on him. It certainly put him at great risk, even if they didn't find them. And it shows you that when the director of the FBI said she was extremely careless, he was being kind. If I used to be a U.S. attorney, if she applied for a job as a U.S. attorney with me, I wouldn't be able to hire her. You know why? She wouldn't pass an FBI background check because she was extremely careless with national security information. And they're questioning Donald Trump's temperament, Donald Trump's ability to handle our national security. No one's found him extremely careless in the handling of anything, much less national security information. He didn't have the name of a person in the witness protection program that was exposed for the world to see, a man who got killed. So we have a candidate. He's going to explain his program on the economy, and I'm going to conclude by telling you a few things that you also should know. He's going to expand our military. She will continue Obama's policy of shrinking our military to pre-World War II levels. He will take care of our veterans. She can't. You know why she can't? Because she's bought and paid for by the unions that control the VA hospitals. Shouldn't every veteran have a card where they can go to any hospital they want in order to get the treatment they need? Shouldn't they? You know why she's against it? Because she's bought and paid for by the union that controls those hospitals. Just like she won't give you school choice because she's bought and paid for by the teachers union. And I could go on and on. So many people have bought and paid for her. There's nothing left. There's no Hillary left. Donald Trump is pro-military. He's pro-police. He's pro-law and order. And she is just the opposite. Do you know that she excluded uniformed police officers from the Democratic National Convention floor? Do you know that? They were embarrassed to have men in uniform and women in uniform on the floor of that convention. She's refused to submit an application for an endorsement by the Fraternal Order of Police. So when I say that Donald Trump is pro-police and she is not, I know what I'm talking about. And I remember her as a senator in New York and what she used to do with the police. Same thing. Don't want the police around me. This woman is anti-military. She's anti-police. She is anti-growth economy. Donald Trump is just the opposite. He's for a growth economy. He's going to put money in your pocket. She's going to take it out of your pocket. Here's the one here's the one thing I want you to listen for, because this is why you should vote for him. Most important. Donald Trump gets the establishment nervous. They're shaking. I can see him on television. Look, they're mostly Democrats, but he's got a couple of those Republicans shaking too. It's not... Look, neither party has a monopoly on virtue or vice. We got a lot of good people. We got a couple... They got some good people. They got a lot of... But the establishment on both sides of the aisle, they're shaking. And you know what? They should be. Because when he becomes president of the United States, he's going to do one thing and one thing alone. He's going to represent you, not them. He will be your voice, your champion, your advocate, my good friend, and the next president of the United States of America, Donald Trump.